What's going on, legends? LGG Alden, I hope you guys are doing fantastic today. So I'm back with another base building guide. Today I'm going to be showing you guys an upgraded version, or like a more modernized version of the starting base guide that I created a while ago, pretty much making it 10 times better and a lot more efficient and just a nicer base overall. If you guys enjoy this though, leave a like and let's get right into it. So the first step to this is obviously you need to lay out a foundation for it. Now the way you want to do this is you want to take it based on your plane and you want to go about, now it's hard to explain this because it's kind of random and you have to sort of try to match it up and do proper sizing to get it to look perfect. But the way that I did it is I had the foundation so that it was enough to be one wall away from each side of the plane, and it goes a little bit further back into the plane, but you want it to be like lower than the actual height of the plane so that you can jump into the plane and the ground doesn't actually affect the inside of the plane at all. And then I have it so that there's like a big open area in front of it, so you're just building a square and it's not too bad, and it should be able to get it done in the first night, as well as the second step, which will be the walls. If you put the walls on it, you'll see that like you can, obviously you do the trick where you just throw walls around the entire thing and then get rid of the wall in the middle. That's the key. If you build it right, as you can see in my video, you'll have one wall that goes in the middle of the plane. It'll place it there and you can remove it so you can still get inside of the plane, and then you can throw windows on any side, and I put a door right in the center of it just because it's the easiest way to access inside and out of it. And one thing that comes with this is, depending, of course, if you have multiple players, it'll make it a lot easier to get this done in one day, and then you have a spot, and you can even possibly potentially work on getting a bed so you can sleep through the night in your base. But if you can't in time, the hard part is telling you guys where an actual location to sleep is, because you can spawn in, I don't know, like 5+ places, so it's all different each time. But if you do find it, just look for tents or little things like that, and you should be able to sleep through the night in case if it does start to become really dark. So the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to build a stair, a custom sized stairs, just because depending on the height, usually it's going to be too low where you can use a normal stair piece, and you're just going to want to drag it so you have a really good angle. Make sure it's a little bit below the doors so that you can still walk and go straight into the door, but you just want to have it lined up so you can walk out of your door, because the platform is to a height where you could jump, but it's just a lot easier to build a staircase. Now the next part is sort of an optional defense style. Now the way that I did it is I just built rock walls which go around the entire perimeter besides blocking the stairwell place, but it takes a ton of rocks. Now I wouldn't really recommend this if you don't have like a lot of people that can help you, or you really don't feel like taking a lot of time to build rock walls. There's plenty of other ways that you can do it, and it's pretty much creative up to you. The only reason I don't put like defensive walls is because if you put them around the entire base, it would block window view and you wouldn't really be able to see out. So I just did rock walls because it'll kind of stop them a little bit, and they're pretty strong and all that. But it does take a lot of time. So that's just something to be warned of. If you decide to do that, just know that you're going to have to be dedicated to collecting 5 rocks at a time. Or you could build the extra rock holder thingy, whatever it's called, and that'll help you out because it'll allow you to carry 10. So the next part is pretty much optional if you are in an area that has a lot of good forest trees and all that. And if you want to, this is like a really cool thing you can do. I built a tower in the corner of one of my bases, in one of the corners of the base, and built it so that if it was like the cube sort of way, where it has like, it almost looks like cube stacked, where it has like the thing and it crosses over, if that makes sense. I built it so that it was one above it, and then you can attach a rope so you can climb up onto there. And then what you can do is you can find trees. Now usually you want to do the ones that don't have leaves coming out of them, or like branches and all that, so you can actually see the tree platform. But if you find like a nearby tree platform, you can build a bridge across it, anchor it to the platform that goes up above the base, and anchor it to the tree. And then that can also be another way into the base if you want to, or it can just be a cool sort of system of trees. Now you could make that go all the way around. You could put multiple towers in the base and have it where it loops all the way around the entire base. That's up to you. The way I did it just is kind of an example where you can have it go from the base to a platform on a tree, which is really cool, and you can make it go far. You can make it go to another base if you really wanted to. So when you're cutting down trees, avoid the ones that don't have branches, because those are the better ones when it comes to building down tree platforms. So once you finally finish all of those, that's kind of almost the basic to the base. That's the basis. It's how it should look and how it can be. And the rest is kind of optional, however you want to do it, however you want to make it creative. So I'll show you guys pretty much what I did. Now, I spent a while in this, like a few more hours working on this base just for fun, collecting a bunch of stuff and making it into an actual nice survival home. What I did is I just added a bed, some campfires, obviously a bunch of skull lanterns. I added a bunch of those pretty much around because they're good light and they don't go out. I added a farm on the side that has just like rabbit holders in there. It has obviously fences to board it all in. And then I have like things like a drying rack. I have a table, chairs, a bench, all that stuff pretty much. So, you know, water holders, any of the basic essentials that you can kind of see and the things you kind of need for a base, and just customized it out. So that's up to you on those parts if you want to do it that way. However you want to add upon it, it's just up to you and however you prefer. So that's all I got for this base. It's a really short one because that's what it should be. If it's a starting base, it's the kind of base that you can build right off the bat just to get yourself something to live. And if you ever want to go out and find yourself another base to build, you can go ahead and do that. This is kind of like a spawn base, especially if you're in a multiplayer world. It's the best thing ever, where somebody new spawns into your world or somebody new joins in and they have nothing besides the starter stuff. They can go and they're right into a base right off the bat, and they have protection and all that in case if you're on the other side of the island and it's nighttime. It works out in their favor and it can help everybody out and just overall good. If somebody dies and they don't have a spawn, they'll go right back to the plane and you're right back at the base where everything is already stashed up. So I know that this base is probably not perfect, and there's plenty of things you can change to it and plenty of other ways you can alter this. So that's why I leave it up to you guys. If you guys come up with great ideas, comment them below. I love using your comments, especially if I ever decide that I want to remake it again with even newer features that are added in future updates. I always read you guys' comments and see what you guys say, and especially if somebody else comes along and they want to know how they can improve it from upon what I said, they can look at your comment and see what you said. So thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if this helped you. If you built it, let me know. That's awesome, and I'm glad if it works out for you. But yeah, so that's all I got for today. You guys are legends. You guys are awesome. Do not forget it, and I will see you guys next time. What the hell? Whoa, what? Jesus Christ. What was that? Well, guys, that's all I got for this video, this Q&A. Like I said, comment more below, but make sure to do it so that it's one that's not